Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. So, welcome back. Here this morning, I just put the other egg pallet on the trailer here, and I'm going to go ahead now and get the rest of these to the bakery so that we can go move ahead and finish the egg portion of our VIP order. Alright, hopped into the cab here as we're heading over to the bakery. Pretty nice morning. Driving along the river. So definitely, we know we're gonna probably make a good amount. I think we made 5,000 off of the last pallet of eggs. So I would assume we're gonna end up with another 20,000 or so here. And then obviously get the benefit of fulfilling one of the VIP's requests. We still have the barley portion of level 2 that we have to fill, so we're not going to get the VIP bonus for this yet, but we'll at least have made progress to get us closer. So let's I'll see you when we get there. Here we are, pulling into the bakery. Again, it offloaded pretty quickly just as I got close to the trigger last time, so I'm gonna assume it's gonna do the same thing here. So there you go. Pulling away, you can see the orders going down on the left side of the screen. And there we go. 18,000, so price went down a bit, but still not bad. And then, the eggs order is green, but we've got 33,000 in barley that we've got to deal with next. Heading back up the road, getting back to the farm here. So let's take a look at what we've got and what we might be able to get done, if anything. So we're in one of our in-between stages at this point. We're still waiting for our barley to finish, definitely in the latter stages of growth, and everything that has anything growing on it from a crop standpoint is fertilized. I think I'm going to go ahead and spend some time and fertilize field 11 and 12 today, since we know we need to get some output for hay and so forth in future VIP orders. Looking at my later orders here, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to need 76,000 liters of hay. So I want to start working on that, even though we're on level 2 right now, which is off the top of the screen, but in level 5 I'm going to need it, and so that I'm not just waiting around trying to get things done. I'm going to do what I can to stay ahead of things, just as right now, obviously, the chickens are going to continue to produce eggs. We know, we'll need 5 pallets of eggs by the time we get here, but given all the work in between, I think we're going to have more than that. There's a whole herd of deer up there on the driveway. Alright, one of the things I'm going to do here is come get this fertilizer that's sitting on the ground. I noticed it when I was putting away the trailer. So just get this cleaned up and get this out of the way. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and fertilize here. And you can see we don't actually need a lot. I'm just needing 30 kilograms per hectare right now. It looks like with the way it's working, so yeah, we just need a slightly larger coverage here, 40, 45. So there's a little bit more, but it's certainly not the over 100 that we've had on certain crops. Thinking I might be able to get this entire section with one pass if I'm careful, but it's going to require some perfection that I might not have. Actually, it appears, I think it's working. Can't quite do that, so see if we can get the end, because as you can see, we have a wall there. The only way into the field is through the little hedgerow that we have. But yeah, at this point, and then circle around here. That'll get us that. There we go. And then just to be thorough, I certainly can do a little bit there, and then go around the end here. So this is not going to be an incredibly long job, but the hope is then the grass will fill out a bit more, and we'll just obviously get a higher yield, because I don't know that 76,000 liters is a little amount. We may blow it away with the 2 grass fields we have. Grass work is not something I've done on a lot of farms that I've been involved with before. So this is a little bit new to me from the standpoint of just trying to estimate. Let's see. Alright. I did have my GPS on, so hopefully it'll run a little bit slower, but we're also, I think this is still where I don't know that precision farming offers any kind of a different outcome than not using precision farming instruments or equipment, in that I think it's still spreading at 30 because the sensor's telling it that, but it's not necessarily then doing anything differently with that. It's still spreading it, even though I've got half the line that I needed. So, but I think we've just literally got one more pass here, and then we'll get to go see what field 12 looks like. But not a huge field here, and that's okay. We're not looking for anything more than we've got. We're just looking to get our fair share of work done here. Alright, so we are fertilized at the 55 per hectare that grass needs on the soil types we've got here on sandy loam, as it says. So pretty nice morning. Definitely, we're kind of at the high end of the farm, up on top of the hill here with these fields. It's definitely a tight yard. Things I haven't shared is just going through the workshop bay there, especially when I took the combine through there at the end of the last harvest and then getting out on the other side with the header attached. It's a bit of an adventure, to say the least. So, always something. I see the field just hadn't really drawn. I had to hop out and run around. I hadn't really looked up around here since, again, I'm not actively using these areas. Oh, we have more equipment storage here. We have more sheds on this farm than this farm needs, frankly, right now. I don't know, maybe that'll change, but yeah, I wasn't sure. I saw the wall and then the other row of hedges, and knowing that I'd have to get in from neighbors' fields, but there was a gate here over by, I think the silage space here. So let me unfold. I think that'll catch the corner. Yep. So I think we're good. We'll move on out a little bit more. And again, we'll get this part done. And definitely, not a lot to do beyond this on the farm right now. But yeah, as I was coming up to it, it just didn't look like there was grass, but I kind of needed to get a little closer, and then it became more obvious that everything was all good. Did I catch that all? It looks like I did. Now I need to be careful that I don't get too far away. So, my uncle definitely took advantage of every little bit here, even that little indent against that wall there. He made a little bit bigger field out of it, so pretty nice how he went ahead and maximized his space there. But yeah, this is not taking a lot. I think we had 5,000 something when we picked up those 2 pallets of fertilizer that we had left, but that actually worked out better than I thought. I thought I was going to have a little bit there that wasn't going to be fertilized, but no, I took care of it, so that's excellent. And then we'll be getting in here, and I suppose we can try. Actually, we probably don't need that. That's too far down. Whoops. So let me come up here and go to the next row, and hopefully that will overlap well enough. So let's see if I start there, where it wants to go. Turn it on. Precision farming should keep it from spreading until it needs to. Yep, and there you go. The tractor's going kind of on the mini-map. You can see we're going kind of near the border of where we had fertilized, but we're getting a good swath out. Certainly. And probably 1 or 2 more. Probably going to have a little bit of a segment, I think, that isn't going to quite get caught in that little extension up there. But other than that, I think this will be it. Oh, we might. Oh, wow. We might get it all. So it might just be this pass. I really thought there was going to be a little bit that was going to be a bit too far. Especially here, although I think I'll just keep going straight, but if I needed to, I could certainly turn up a bit, but I don't need to. So there we go. So we are fully fertilized, and again, a very, very short day. Only a couple hours this morning to get the work done we needed, but fertilization is a quick job. But we've been adding to our money. Obviously, again, I started with 100,000 pounds, and now we're up to over 164,000, and that's with some repairs I did. I took the tractor into the shop and repaired that. The little repair dent there you can see up above in the damage meter is more the spreader is down to 8%. But maybe I'll go ahead and just kind of touch up all my repairs here. So that'll likely get us below 164,000 pounds. But the point being that we're doing quite well, on at least appearing to have some good positive cash flow on the farm, the way things are working at this point. So let me get the spreader done. The weight is good. The tractor even needed a little bit just from running around on the field. So this might be an example where you'll get to see, it's not too bad, but we got out okay. But with the harvester, it's a longer configuration before I can really turn. Otherwise, I'm going to get stuck in the bay. So it's a bit of a challenge. So let me get this put away, and we'll just do a quick once over again to make sure there's nothing else we can do. Because while I'm all for a little rest and relaxation if I deserve it, I certainly don't want to find that I could have done something and then I didn't. Alright, so silly me, I can spend the rest of the day getting Field 8 cultivated and planted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put canola in there because I need it here and I need it there. But the concern is obviously that that field is a bit light on its yield potential. So if you recall, that is the one that has the worst soil composition that we have. And so it's going to only maximize at 80% yield no matter what we put in there. So I'm definitely going to want to do that differently, or put something in there that I don't need a huge yield on. So that's the form of differently we're talking about. And so the fact that I have some canola, because I have about 7,000 liters in the silo at this point, so I don't need, I always get a little concerned that somehow I've got field expansion on and then I'm having a difficulty, which obviously would be a bad thing. But yeah, I'm going to get this cultivated. I'm going to go ahead and get it planted. You've obviously seen the work on this field, and I know I've already probably got a lot of time invested here. So don't want to make this episode too long for you. So we'll just connect up when we're done, see what time of day it is, and go from there. So getting into early afternoon, and we're just about finished up here with the canola after going through and obviously cultivating the field ahead of time. So, but we'll have all of our growing ready to go. So there we are. Just turn that off, head up to the farm, and we'll get our repairs done because the tractor's definitely getting worked out at 31% damage, but even the seeder is at 16. I think I haven't repaired it for a while, so just trying to stay on top of things. This yard is still tricky to me. I just cannot see where things are at. I'm hoping this will fit. It looks like it will. Barely. Well, let's see. 148 pounds for the seeder, 1,600 for the tractor, 34 for the power harrow. So now we're at 0. Obviously, you know, painting is later, but so yeah, you can start to see some of the challenges with the closeness here. So definitely a bit of difficulty getting in and around the farm with the amount of sheds and things we've got. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this parked, drop it off, and I'm all set at this point. So thanks for tagging along today, and I will see you next time.